Hi, this is Tom Reber, and I'm your host today of the Jacksonville Buzz. We've got some special guests today. Wade Swindell, Atlantic Trust Mortgage. Katy Haluch, Atlantic Trust Mortgage. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tom.
You so much.
Appreciate it. Thanks
you
for
and I
being
go
here.
way back, big boy.
Way back.
Way back.
Way back.
So tell me about ATM. Tell me about the history of how it started and where we go from here.
Sure. Atlantic Trust Mortgage was founded by my business partner, Scott Goldstein, back in June of 2003.
Wow.
So he's seen a lot in the years. I joined the team as his co-owner probably about 8 years ago now.
How'd you meet Scott?
It's a great story. So,
I knew that was a good story.
so he knew of me, right?
Well, I can't help with that because you're a rock star mortgage athlete.
So he knew of me. We both live in Nocatee.
Okay.
We happened to be at Coastal Wine Market in Nocatee. He came up and introduced himself to me, and he's like, "We need to have lunch." And I said, "Yeah, I'm good where I'm at.
I'm pretty good at what I do.
I'm not looking to move
Respect.
anytime soon." Come to find out, we actually back up to the same street. We were essentially like backdoor neighbors to each other. So now this guy is trying to have lunch with me, and he sees me every time I'm in my backyard. There's just a street that runs between us. So eventually, I had to say yes that I would go to lunch with him, and that was all she wrote after that.
Good.
Yeah.
So you join Atlantic Trust Mortgage. You start getting rolling. You're a phenomenal mortgage athlete.
Yeah. Appreciate that. I
Really
love that
good at your
term.
job.
Love that term, bro. You used that for years.
Well, respect it.
Yeah.
I mean, a fellow mortgage athlete respecting another.
100%.
Y'all have taken off. Y'all have
Yes,
made
sir.
a lot of great moves.
Yeah.
What's next for Atlantic Trust Mortgage? Obviously, Katy, I think, is what the director of opportunities.
Yeah, business development. And so I was brought on. I've worked with Atlantic Trust Mortgage for years in the real estate world. And so I was brought on beginning of this year to really help grow the business, grow the relationships and all of that, because I have experience with them and with the agent side of it too. So, yeah.
So, great can opener.
She's a rock star.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
A lot better than you were.
Yeah.
It took him like 6 months to have an opportunity. You can get it in 6 minutes. Collaboration.
Yeah.
Our industries today collaborate. Income, asset, credit. I think collaboration is going to another level. You have to get your insurance agent involved early.
Yeah.
Maybe even work with a CPA or two.
Yeah.
Bring this together, home inspection. Because before we can really jump off the bridge there, you need to make sure that you have all this up front, because changes in the insurance and appreciation of the houses, affordability, all that's crazy stuff. What are some of the things maybe ATM is doing to try to get into that?
Yeah, I mean, so we partner with a couple of different insurance companies, and so having that quote up front to make sure that your debt to income ratios are going to be right where they need to be.
That's what I'm talking about, Katy.
And I mean, the question that we oftentimes get from real estate, our real estate partners, is what's the max that the client qualifies for, right?
What's their
That's
peak?
tough, right?
Yeah, it's
right,
tough.
because you tell them a max, and they'll go $50,000 the other way with that. So once you start getting into bigger houses, you get into bigger price points. Obviously, the taxes are going to be higher, the insurance costs are going to be higher. So we try to, we make sure that the client, when they are ready to make an offer on a house, and the real estate agent is communicating to us like, hey, we're going to make an offer on this specific property. I can go in, I can look at the taxes, I can see if there's any CDDs, I can get a quote for insurance up front from one of our insurance partners, just to make sure those debt to income ratios are still in line with being approvable. One thing that that we pride ourselves on is that if we write a pre-approval letter, that's a loan that can close.
Good.
Right? We're not going to just write pre-approval letters. We want the agents, the listing agents, to see our letter and know this is Atlantic Trust Mortgage. We know that they know their stuff.
Your name matters. The reputation matters.
100%.
As the president of the MBF Jacks, mortgage athletes like this, originators that do the job right on the first is paramount.
Right.
Your information, working with the real estate agents, the community, helping home buyers get the right fit through total cash benefit analysis.
Sure.
It's a huge deal, and I love the fact that you actually go deep like that. Atlantic Trust is a phenomenal company with a great reputation. Katy, I'm glad that you're there opening doors for people like Wade and others.
And one thing I will stress,
Yes, please.
like a lot of times the real estate agents want to know what's the max price point that they qualify for, right? Our questions are always leading to the client, like, what do you want your mortgage payment to be?
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Because regardless of what they qualify for on paper, if they're not comfortable with the payment on that house, it doesn't matter.
Well, that is doing the job the right way.
Right.
And originating loans and becoming a part of the financial planning process.
Right.
Guys, so much great being on the show with you guys, having you a part of it. Tell Scott we said hello. We missed him today because obviously you're filling in for Scott Goldstein, the actual owner.
Yes, sir.
Originator.
Co-owner. My co-owner.
Co-owner. Original creator.
The original creator, yeah.
So 100% respect and witness your abilities and skills. Thank you for being on the show. If you guys would like to learn more about Atlantic Trust Mortgage, Wade and Katy, please check the link below. Learn more about them. They're game changers. So with that being said, thank you again. Cheers.